Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be doing some rituals and blood magic, upgrading to tier 4, and we're going to be upgrading our little luggage down there, whose name is Matthew Ross. So, I've been naming people from Patreon, so that's one of the perks on Patreon, is you guys get a name of a character, and guess who it is? My longest supporting patron, Matthew Ross. I really appreciate you. I'm calling you out, and yeah, you're now the luggage. So, hopefully you like that. And let's get on with it. Alright guys, so welcome back. We have just a little bit to recap. I did farm this guy quite a bit. Also upgraded out of these runes of augmented capacity. I don't think I would have been able to do as many as I have done, made as many of the slates as I've made, had it not been for making these. This bumps up to 26,000 LP. So we have a lot of storage in there at the moment. I tried hooking it up to see if I could, if adding those made it any faster at draining LP out of the tank, but I didn't get it to work. I think I have to put it at the bottom of the tank to get it to drain. I don't exactly remember, but I thought over here I put it on the side and it worked fine, but I don't know. I couldn't get it to drain any LP out of there, so I have no idea what's going on. But anyways, we have a lot to do, and in between episodes I made a ton of dark steel. So, just basically set this to make 1,000, and that's what I did. I had it make 1,000 of these guys, and I have to have it because each one of these rune ritual stones requires a block of dark steel. And that's a lot. I mean, this is a lot of dark steel we're fixing to use. I kind of feel bad using it all. I've been moving my guy around. So I have tons of materials. He's kind of just, I'm trying to just rotating around the base slowly with our builder over there. And he's just quarrying away, doing a pretty good job of it. But, like I said, we're going to need a few of these. I think I need 24 ritual stones to do the ritual that we're going to do today. And that is set up the ritual of binding and use your golden fury to get a soul, or to get a bound sword. Then we're going to need to kill some mobs with the bound sword to get weak blood shards, which killing it would be really easy. We have a farm. So we'll need to do that to get our blood shards. And then it says craft filled sockets and make all, it says make pretty much the bound armor. It says while crafting, consider upgrading it with sigils. Now, I don't know if this is necessary, because we do have dark steel armor at the moment. I don't think that you can get full flight out of Blood Magic's armor. And that's really what I want. I want the flight out of Blood Magic's armor. So I don't have to wear this jetpack everywhere I go. Because that's getting kind of old. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's see if we have enough. I mean, I hope I have enough dark steel. Otherwise, I'm going to have to wait a lot longer to get that. Oh, also, I got the ritual of the... this guy, I have the diviner. It's set to a ritual right now. I think I can... No, I can't. But yeah, you just hold shift click and you can go between of them. I was looking at the Well of Suffering. I think that requires 32 ritual stones. So we'll have to gather some of those. We can always get rid of the ritual of binding and turn that in and eventually use those ritual stones for that. But for right now, I hope I have enough. So let's go ahead and see if we have enough to get at least 24. Okay, we ran out of the dark steel blocks, but that's fine. That is fine. Let's just craft up as many dark steel blocks as we can. So there's all those. Okay. And we also need to make the Master Ritual Stone, so let's actually go ahead and do that. We only need one of those. Now is when we need all of these other rituals. So 12. Man, I hope I have enough, because 1,000, we have 24. I'm pretty sure that is what we need for that. And I think let's see, the ritual of binding. Is that in this list? Ritual of binding. We have to look through this whole list. Ritual of Binding. This one right here. So, the Ritual of Binding, we should be able to set that up. I think... I also want to dump this guy. I need to kill some mobs. I want this well as full as I can get it. Because I want to make sure my, I want to make sure this is charged up and has a lot of LP in it. Which I can, of course, check. I think I have, yeah, 20-something thousand at the moment. I don't remember how many it requires to actually do the Ritual of Binding. I'm sure it tells me somewhere. There's not really a book that explains that. Get out of here, creeper. I was looking, do we have any bags in here? No. Okay. So, the Ritual of Binding. I gotta figure out where I want to put this. It's gonna be temporary, so it's not that big of a deal, I guess. Alright, we can leave it one off the ground, or I can put it in the ground. You know what? Let's just put it above ground. Alright, and that's when we have these, and then we take this. We should be able to right-click while we're on it. And it's going to place it for us. Yeah, I don't have to hold it down or nothing. I just click it one time. And it is ready to rock and roll. Wow. Okay. So, we need the Golden Fury. Unfortunately, we're getting rid of this wonderful thing. I plan on making another one, hopefully. Unless there's something better that we get. If I remember, I think you drop it. Oh boy. I don't remember how to even activate it. Man, I totally forgot. Once I started to look and I started to remember, I was like, oh, we need this to activate it. We need a weak activation crystal to be able to get our ritual started. I completely forgot about that. Okay, so to make the weak activation crystal, we do need quite a few buckets of lava because we're going to need this guy and 2500 LP, which is not bad. We also need 2 blocks of that, which is super easy. I have those on stock. The only thing is we need fire water buckets. And to get fire water, we need a vat. That's why it said to make a vat later on. I don't think vat is... I don't think you can... Oh, yeah, you can. You can search vat. Okay. So, we need just pressurized tanks. Which is just a few things. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and craft this guy up. And I'll be back. So, that moment, right before you think you're about to get something accomplished, and then, bam, you get smacked in the face with this. So yeah, I had to set up a vat system. Was not expecting this, but I had to do it. So I just went ahead and made a reservoir. It's not too hard to make. It's going to give us infinite water. And then we need to make hooch. And to make hooch, you use potatoes and sugar. That's usually the best way to make it, in my opinion. So we have the hooch going in here. The hooch is going to build up. We're going to take blaze and redstone, and that's going to give us fire water. So we need a few buckets of that, I think. What is it called? The weak activation crystal, which requires a lava crystal, which requires just 3 buckets of hooch. Or not hooch, fire water. So we just need 3 buckets, and you can see the buckets over here. We already have 1 so far. So not going too bad. We're gonna need to make some buckets. You know what? I should. I don't know if I have a pattern. But I should be able to make one really fast. I don't know how quick... There we go. That's good. Perfect. And then we set a pattern up for buckets. Because this is just gonna get ridiculous. We don't have patterns up for that. Alright. I know I have patterns for this. That's no big deal. That's already been set up. We just need to throw it in one of our... I may not have one available. Ah, I have that one. Perfect. So I'm going to need 6 buckets. And that should craft up really fast. And not make us worry. There we go. These two I want to keep in my bag because I use those. I don't want to be taking those away. So I do need it. I do know I need 3 buckets of lava. I wish they stacked. And we need this stuff. So we have 5 buckets. So, there we go. We're good with that. We're good with the firewater. Okay. All that is set up. Now all we need is we need this guy. And I think my stone is way over here. How nice of it to be hanging out. That lovely spider is in there, man. That thing is awful. And bam. Lava crystal. Now this thing itself, you can use it as coal and it'll use up your LP for coal. Now we need to turn it, not like that. We need to turn it with a tier 3 into that inside of our deal over here. Boy, I'm using all kinds of good words today. Alright, so you're about to see what happens to me usually. This guy likes to sneak over. I'm gonna try to get him out of here so he despawns. I don't like dealing with him. Look at him. If I can get him close enough to this, usually I can kill him. With 1 hit, yeah. But it's all about getting him close enough. Was there another one? Guess I'll find out. Probably just an Enderman. Alright, now we need to see how much is actually in here. Ah, 26. That is just perfect. So, we'll let this guy smolder. It's going to take a little bit, but that should make sure this activates on us. That's all we really need. And then we throw that in there and we get our lightning. Actually, I would like to get our little chest that I had. Where did I put him? Where did my luggage go? I know I had a little luggage laying around, but I don't remember where I put him. He may have been lost. Nope, there he is. So, if I put this luggage around whenever we do this ritual, there's a chance that he might upgrade himself by getting struck by lightning. That would be awesome if that's the case. I know in previous playthroughs when I've played other packs in 1.7 and had luggage, that's usually what I did. I used this right here to go ahead and get this guy upgraded. Then he's kind of worth using by then. But I usually don't bother with it until then. Until I get some way to automatically strike lightning. You don't want to sit there and wait for lightning to strike you in a thunderstorm. I mean, you could do that. Alright. So, there it is. We got that thing. I'm assuming there is some kind of... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we get a little bit of stuff. Not much. Just iffy. And then right here. Unlocks 1 quest elsewhere. I'm assuming it unlocks these sections. But yeah, we have this guy. We have this guy in the back. I think we're about to do this. So, excusing my derp at the beginning, I think we're just about ready to go. I just want to make sure I'm healed, because you do take damage, usually from this, from the lightning striking. So I'm going to place my luggage down. Yeah, you can stay there. You're probably going to get struck by lightning, fool. Probably going to get struck by lightning. Well, I would have put you up here, but you won't go up here. Well, that's not what I wanted you to do either. Oh well, stay right there. Fine. So what we can do is, it says you feel a pull, but you are too weak to push any further. I wonder what that means. Does that mean I should have enough blood inside here, I'm sure. Because it only uses 5,000 per activation, unless that's changed. Hope that's not changed, because that would not be good. I think that it should be set up. Once you do that. Oh, I haven't made the owner yet. Now it'll work. There it goes. So now we've set it up. Okay, look at it go now. That is pretty ridiculous looking. So it's ready to go. all we have to do is take the Golden Fury and throw it on there. And not miss. Oh, give me that. Well, he's just going to eat it. Ow. Yeah. So yeah, as you can see, he is now upgraded. And you might want to put that out. There's our bound blade. Sweet. Uh-oh, we got a problem. We got some trees to chop down. That's okay, though. Alright, so we've pretty much got that done. No big deal. And we got our bound blade. Now that we have our bound blade, and we have our luggage, by the way, I'll show you that. He is now a double chest. Pretty nice. I love how it says he has a half a heart, but he's pretty much infinite. Like, he can't die. He goes in lava, he won't even die. Okay, so that probably took a chunk out of our LP network. No, you can't even tell. Okay, so now these guys are pretty much available to use any time, but we're going to use our new bound blade. Caution, may cause a bad day. It says deactivated. Uh-oh, what does that mean? Now I have to learn more about this because... Oh, you have to be in here for a certain amount of time with the ritual to be able to get this thing activated. So we're going to kill up some mobs until this guy turns bad and we're getting some blood shards. I just saw one. Ah. Did you see that guy attack us? Crazy. Alright, so he should have sucked up some of those weak blood shards. There we go. Get up here in case that spider wants to show up. But yeah, this guy is activated, and we just got those. What else have we got? Let me look at our quest book. We got completed that, so we get cake. We need 4, so we're only missing 1 more. So just kill a couple of mobs. Like, this has quite a bit of damage. Okay. So I'm just wanting to see how much it actually does. Oh, this guy. Wow. He's actually carrying... He's actually carrying one of those guys, these shards. Okay, so we can put some of this stuff away. Well, not all of it, just some of it. Some of the mob stuff. I just want to get some blood shards. 1 more. There we go. Now we have 4. Now we can complete the quest, and we get Vibrant Alloy. So sweet. Now, these are used for some other stuff to craft. Now, these right here. To obtain, kill hostile mob with a bound blade or an energy blaster. Okay. So this is used for armor inhibitor, key of binding, and large bloodstone bricks, which allows us to be able to finally upgrade to a tier 4 blood altar. Because up here is where those bricks will go. Then we'll have a tier 4 altar. And of course we need to get all these runes here and make them upgradable and all that fancy stuff. But with that in mind, we'll also be able to take these runes over here and use them for another ritual that will automatically kill mobs for us. And as these keep spawning and dropping, they'll just keep dying and filling up our blood altar at all times, which is really nice. So I can't wait to get that. That's probably going to be a next episode kind of thing. But we can go ahead and check these off. And it says right here, craft the filled sockets and make... I don't know what this means. Craft filled sockets and make all pieces of the blood armor, or bound armor. It says while crafting. Okay, so bound armor. It says, I mean, I don't know how to craft it. I'd have to look it up on the wiki. I think you make it the same way that you make this other bound stuff, but you have to bind it inside of the binder, but I don't know. I don't quite know. That's something I'll have to look at later and worrying about doing. But we've completed quite a bit ahead of time. It says right here, Advance to a tier 4 altar and set up the Well of Suffering and the Ritual of Regeneration above or below your altar. It says get lots of entities so you can damage and activate the ritual to get infinite blood. Wait. Get lots of entities, you can damage and activate the rich. Okay. Alternatively, you can use witches. Of course, they'll regenerate themselves, which is okay. But honestly, we don't need the regeneration because we have constant mobs falling down, which is another thing. But I guess if we're not around, but they're always spawning. So, all right, craft a petal apothecary and a Lex Capitania. That's something new that we're going to get into. So, I don't know if the petal apothecary. I don't know what it requires. Okay. So this requires these cracked rune plates, which requires imbued slates. Imbued slates are only tier 3. And these concentrated catalysts, which required fractured bones, which is something new that I haven't made. I've made the one prior to this. I've made the strengthened catalyst. I haven't made these. By the way, I also figured out how to make the potions. I figured out how to make these. Okay, so you get 8 uses out of these flasks. All you have to do is make a mundane thing, and then on their wiki, they gave a list of things you can put up here. I think with the strength, I think it was to get this strength potion and 8 uses. I think it was blaze powder. I think I put blaze powder in there, and it ended up working out just fine. Also, I forgot to mention this. I made a deep storage unit, and I have it storing cobblestone. And the reason for that is so I don't have to constantly go get sand and stuff anymore. I just have it grinding in here. So I have sand set up in here. I can also set up gravel, but gravel's a 10% drop from there. So I may or may not get sand. Or I may or may not get gravel from there, but gravel's not been something that I've needed in a recipe here lately. So I don't know. I don't know how many of these I'm actually going to need either. I'm assuming I'm going to need a few. This gives you ender shards. Looks like it's used for some other stuff with blood magic. But yeah, there's probably a whole lot of these I'm going to have to get. Looks like, yeah, they're used here to make soul sand. Oh, they're used to double the gas tiers. That is what I definitely need. Oh boy, yeah, I will definitely use this one. And then also, we can double our blood shards with imbued slates. So that's something to note. But these guys, I think we need the bricks, bloodstone bricks, go on each corner of these right here. So yeah, we're gonna probably do that here in a little bit. All right, so I have been farming quite a lot, trying to get as many blood shards as I can. I think I just got a blood shard there. I did. But yeah, I've been farming these guys as much as possible. I went ahead and added looting 3, and if you don't know how to do that, of course, I think I've went over it before, but use the enchanter and anvil. Really simple, make a book. 3 heads and 40 levels. Yeah, I've been going after these mobs, going crazy on them. Now I'm to the point where I think I have enough shards that I don't really need to worry about it anymore. I've just been worrying about filling up my levels, my LP levels and my soul network. So that is definitely done. And I think we can go ahead and upgrade to tier 4. I went ahead and made all of these guys, all the blood runes, and put them around here. It was 7 and 7 is 14, and so 28 in total is all the blood runes that I needed. Which is not, it wasn't hard to get. I will need to eventually upgrade these things. That's the thing. I had some laying around, so I didn't have to make as many as I thought from the previous times where I've upgraded to these. So these will eventually be upgraded, and of course we have tons of sections to go if we're going to go up to this tier. I don't know if this pack's going to require us to go up that far, but probably will. But we'll definitely need to do that eventually. So let's go ahead and get these guys made. I do know we can use these frozen stones, or we can use the twilight stones. I think I'm going to use the frozen stones. And we're also going to need 4 blocks of redstone alloy. Well, we use a lot of redstone alloy. And then this goes around like so. Really, we only need 4. I thought I was going to need more. I might still. I don't want to get ahead of myself. Actually, we don't even need 4 blocks of that stuff. We only need 2. Because we only need 2 of these blocks. Unless I'm mistaken. But I'm pretty sure this is all I need. I just have to remove these caps. I don't know what's faster, this one or the other ones. But I'm pretty sure these are the blocks that I need to place. I think they're about the same. I hate the sound of that spider, though. And once I do this, we should be at tier 4. Oh, guess what that is? I don't see very many of those, and I'm surprised it spawned there. But that's a mob. If we get close to it, unless that was from an Enderman. But I think that's a mob? No. Enderman must place that. Wow. Got these Endermen. I can't stand these guys. Okay, but since that's done, let's go ahead and move this. And now we should be at a tier 4. We are. We have upgraded to a tier 4 in this episode, which is awesome. Nice, but we don't have, well, we don't have all of this completed. We still need to make the ritual. And I don't have that quite set up yet. But I will get that set up. I think if I put it up 1 higher and make sure the master ritual block is right here, we should be good. Did I just get that spot? Boy, I moved in just the right time. Let's see if I can get this guy over here. Oh, he teleported away, of course. You never tell where this guy goes. Can't stand it. But yeah, putting looting on that guy made it a lot easier to obtain those blood shards. But yeah, we got all the way up to tier 4 today. I'm kind of excited. We're really moving in this pack. I mean, we are moving and carrying on, man. We are already on 62. We're fixing to get into Botania. I mean, I'm really excited. I love Botania. It's one of my favorite mods. Simply because they make the automation challenging. And that's what I like. You can automate everything with vanilla, but I mean, with other tools that you have at your disposal, you can easily make that stuff. But like I said, before you get into Botania, you have to get through blood magic, at least as far. You have to have ventured into at least the wildwood right here. And we're going to have to go venture into wildwood more, because to be able to get living wood, we need to use wildwood logs to do that. And then to get the stone from Botania, we're going to have to use Twilight Stone to convert that over with a pure daisy. So, some information there. If you guys want to jump ahead, if you haven't even got this far, or maybe you guys are way past me, I don't know. I'm sure some of you are. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying this series, please remember to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up, man. That really helps, and I really appreciate it. You know what? You guys are awesome, and as always, thanks for watching.